Okay, I think for me, I think it's kind of official. I don't know about me and this whole rebooting thing. Let's talk about that. And I'm like, come on through, Cookie. I'm going up on my soapbox. That's basically it. Let's talk about drag and all its forms. What, Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. This is my review for this whole reboot of Charmed. I don't know. I don't know where I'm actually sitting with this. I'm going to try and watch this. I'm not promising you all a review of the show every week. I'm just not doing that. I'm not even going there. Um the whole thing, they came in as far as Charm goes. Charmed, I knew was going to be hard. I knew it was going to be hard because there was a connection. They were like a whole, like a cult classic type of thing. They kind of worked their way into that type of area. So when you get that type of following, it's very hard to try to duplicate those things because we have gotten so attached to those characters, and not just the characters, those actresses. And everybody already loved Alyssa Milano. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. It just, you knew those, we kind of seen those actresses grow up on television on other things. Um, and we just kind of, you knew them, you loved them, or you loved to hate them. And so it was very easy to connect with them. And then we fell in love with the characters. They've changed the characters. The sisters are they got completely different names. They've met up a different way. The whole storyline is basically different, other than the fact of the Power of Three, the Book of Shadows, the house. The house looks the same, which is crazy because the house looks so antiquated, where you tried to take everything else and push it into 2018, 2019, and the house looks like the Addams Family house. I'm like, so that kind of didn't work for me. I feel like if you were going to update everything like that, you needed to update that too, because they really look like the three girls that live in the old dirty house down on the end of the block. You know what I mean? That's the kind of feel it gave. The girls that stay in the last house on the left. All this, and then little stuff like walking through the woods. Nobody walks through the woods anymore. Like in 2018, who the fuck's walking through the woods and making it out? Nobody's doing that. And then they tried to put like all these newer things, like this whole Me Too movement and all of that in there. You tried to make it all politically conscious and all. I was like, every show doesn't have to have the message, the Me Too message in it, and Black Lives Matter, and we don't have to change the nationality of all the characters on all the shows. I'm like, what is this? And just trying to touch on everything. It seemed more like a thirsty plea to grab hold of everybody. You know what I mean? That's what it looked like to me. Now, one of the sisters now is a lesbian. The other one is a dingbat, which kind of, the baby girl kind of fits in. She's a dingbat like Phoebe was, but Phoebe was badass, and she's just kind of goofy. Then the one girl, she's mulatto. I'm like, so we got to have a biracial girl, a lesbian, and a dingbat, and they're all sisters. Okay. Seems to me like we're just trying to grab hold of all the different audiences. Seems like a money thing to me. So I just kind of wasn't feeling that. Then the whole storyline with the mom and how she ended up getting killed, and it was all due to their mother ended up getting killed. It was all due to her involvement with a professor who violated a student, and the student ended up being put in. She ended up in a coma, and then their mother got killed. First of all, that little piece right there was one too heavy for Charmed. That whole thing of the all of the the Me Too situation, the violation, and then the back house going of the the murder and the foul play on the murder. First of all, that was I thought too heavy for Charmed. Charmed is not heavy like that. I mean, there were some heavy situations that they touched on too. Like they did touch on the incest and a lot of different things on the old program, but they just went so political into it. And at this climate that we're in now, I just thought it was too heavy for a show. I wasn't able to with the old Charm show. You could relax and watch it. This put me on edge. This was like watching the news, pretty much. And it was just, I don't know. And then the acting wasn't great. The effects, I don't even know if the effects, some of the effects were better than the old ones, and some of them were a little lackluster. Some of them, I would have appreciated the old effects better than some of the new stuff they did, because some of the new stuff they did just looked like I was looking at Facebook or Twitter. I was like, I don't know. All in all, I wasn't real crazy. Now I liked their white lighter, Harry. Um, I liked the white lighter, and then at the end of the episode, they basically tell us don't trust Harry. Okay, so right out the gate, we're going to go with a disloyal white lighter. Really? When they don't even understand white lighters and what white lighters are about. It was just really all over the place. They tried to jam so much into there. I couldn't really get with it. I don't know. I don't know. That's it. I really don't have a whole lot more to say about this. Yeah, I just don't feel the need to really go blow by blow with every scene from the episode. I've given you a little bit of what actually has gone on. You could actually go off of that. I'm basically here to tell you what I thought of the reboot itself and whether I felt like it was going to work or not. I'm going to try for a few weeks to watch this and see if it can actually catch me. At this point, I could pretty much tell you that I don't think I'll last a lot of weeks with this. But I'm going to be watching. I'm not promising you reviews every week, but I'm going to be watching. I don't know how long before I fall off. I'm going to stick around a while to see if things get better. But right now, the reboot on a scale of 1 to 5 for me is probably about a 2. About a 2. Yeah, I wasn't really able to connect with the girls like that. I'm not in love with them. I was in love with the other sisters, all 4. All 4 of the other sisters, baby. But these sisters, anyway, comments. Hit the comments. Let me know what you guys think of the reboot on Charmed on the CW. What did you think? Are you going to keep watching? Am I being a little too tough on them? I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Cool. Catch you later.